Minasan okaeri nasai. Welcome back to the Harem, guys. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. We really appreciate that. So with the new anime season coming to an end, we're moving into spring of 2021, so I thought today we would go over the shows that I picked. I have about 15 on the list, so let's dive in and see what is on the list for this season. First on the list we have Nagatoro. This is a very anticipated anime in my opinion, a little bit controversial right now because Nagatoro. So I've been reading the manga, I've been following along with it, and I've been very excited for this show. Really, I don't have much to say on it, besides I'm really excited for it. The manga is super awesome. If you haven't read it, I would suggest reading it. I believe in English we're up to volume 6, maybe? I have up to 5. Anyway, it's being done by Telecom Animation Film. Looks good, and I believe that the same voice actor who did Uzaki is doing Nagatoro. I think she did a really good job, and I'm excited to see what she does for this. So, let's read the description. Nagatoro is a freshman in high school who loves teasing and torturing her older male classmate. What's her motivation and why does Senpai put up with her? Does Nagatoro just want to create misery for Senpai, or maybe she secretly likes him? I mean, obviously you can tell what this is about. Either way, I'm very excited for this anime. Next on the list is I've been killing slimes for 300 years to level up my max level, whatever. It's a long title. I have no idea if this goes along with the slime anime series. I haven't seen it, but I've been told to watch it. I know it's good. Alex is actually watching it right now. Luke has seen it, and yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I need to start it, I guess. An at-home comedy about a powerful girl who doesn't work too hard. After dying of overwork in the real world, I'm reincarnated as an immortal witch, and I spent 300 years enjoying a relaxing life. At some point, though, I end up at level 99. All those years spent killing slimes to make the money to pay the bills gave me tons of experience points. Rumors of the level 99 witch spread, and soon I'm up to my ears in curious adventures, duelist dragons, and even a monster girl calling me her mom. This isn't a dojo, so don't come here to fight me. I've never been on an adventure, but I'm the strongest in the world. This is being done by Reveroot. I haven't seen anything by them. I don't know much about the studio, although the show looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just excited for this show. There's really not much more for me to say about it. The art looks really cool. Third on the list, To Your Eternity. Really, I don't know much about this. I did watch the trailer. I believe there's a dog in it, and anything with dogs I like, because who doesn't like dogs? I think it's going to be kind of sad, honestly, just because the dog. I feel like something bad is going to happen to it. I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. A lonely boy wandering the Arctic regions of North America meets a wolf, and the two become fast friends depending on each other to survive the harsh environment. But the boy has a history, and the wolf is more than meets the eye as well. So this is actually a 20 episode anime, so this will go into the summer season as well. I'm looking forward to keeping up with the show. What happened when I shaved my beard? Before I really looked into the show too much, I read the description on LiveChart. And just these quotes that I'll read here in a second were kind of funny. I do have 2 things I want to mention about this show that I just have a kind of gut feeling about. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. Let's just see what it's about. Yoshida is an ordinary guy who was rejected hard by the woman he'd spent the last 5 years having a crush on. On his way home after getting drunk at a bar, he finds a teenage girl crouched on the side of the road. If you let me stay at your place, you can sleep with me. You shouldn't say that, even as a joke. Then let me stay over for free. Before he knows it, the girl Sayu has moved in with him. This is the story of a runaway teen girl and an ordinary 26-year-old man. 2 things I gathered after reading that. Well, mainly one, it's like a 50-50 swing, I guess. I think either this show is going to be very sad or just genuinely wholesome. I'm hoping more for the wholesome side, but I mean, you never know. I've been thrown off by shows. Of course, this wouldn't be the first time. Super anticipated show this season. The 2nd season of Zombieland Saga is airing. I binge watched this with the boys. I had a very fun time watching it. It was a great show. Super funny. Mainly what I'm hoping for in this season is another rap battle. That was the icing on the cake for the entire show, really. From throughout the ages, a group of legendary girls have become zombie idols to save Saga Prefecture. It's the return of the cutting-edge zombie idol anime. One day, Minamoto Sakura lost her life in an unfortunate accident. Then 10 years later, after Sakura wakes up in a strange mansion, mysterious idol producer Tatsumi Kataro tells her that she will be joining a group of legendary girls to form an idol unit. The 7 girls are charged with a quest to saving the fading Saga Prefecture and adopt the group name Franchushu. After overcoming the difficulties stemming from their different ages and different periods in history, their undead zombie bodies allow them to defy expectations of what idols can be. During the final winter of the Heisei era, they performed their first featured concert at Karatsu's Furusato Exhibition Hall. Like I said earlier, I'm just like dumb excited for this show. I loved it so much, and I've been waiting for this for a while, so I will definitely be watching this. Everyone in the podcast, the boys, the harem, will be keeping up with this as well, I'm assuming. My apologies in advance. I'm about to butcher this name, so just please bear with me here for a second. Osano Najimi Gazetai ni Makenai Love Comedy. I didn't do too bad, actually. This is being done by Dogakobo. Everything Dogakobo has done that I've seen, I've really, really liked. So I'm not expecting anything less than like awesome from this. The story centers around Suharu Maru, an average 17-year-old high school boy who has never had a girlfriend, and the heroine battle between his beautiful first crush, Shirokusa Kachi, and his childhood friend, Kuroha Shida. It's just going to be one of those typical high school slice-of-life romance things, but I'm cool with that. Those have always been some of my favorite shows that I can get behind. I originally didn't have this next show on my list. This is 8686. After talking to Alex and Luke about it, they were like, oh, this looks super cool, I think we'll put it on our list. So I said, why not? I'm going to do it anyway. From like initial, I don't know, not even like art, just the feeling I get from the show reminds me of, what was it? Our Last Crusade. It just kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And I did enjoy that show, but it just, the pacing was like super weird in it. I still enjoyed it, so I recommend it, I would say. A War Without Casualties. The Republic of San Magnolia has long been under attack from the neighboring Gaiadan Empire army of unmanned drones known as a Legion. After years of painstaking research, the Republic finally developed autonomous drones of their own, turning one-sided struggle into a war without casualties, or at least that's what the government claims. In truth, there is no such thing as bloodless war. Beyond the fortified walls protecting the 85 Republic territories lies the non-existent 86th sector. The young men and women of this forsaken land are branded the 86 and strip their humanity, pilot the unmanned weapons into battle. Based on just like the description, it reminds me of, there was a Gundam that Alex told us about. I can't remember what it was, but instead of actually piloting the Gundam, they put the Gunpla on a board, and it's like a game of ruse or something. I have no idea. It's being done by A1, and A1 has done some really good work in the past that I have really enjoyed. So, expecting some pretty good things from this, honestly. This one's name is long, and it's in English, so I won't butcher it too bad. Full Dive, this ultimate next-gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. I think it is an isekai, which I know they get a lot of hate because they're overdone and just kind of the same thing. And in a way they are, but I really enjoy them, so I'm not going to bitch about this. The story follows a dull high school student named Hiro Yuki when he is tricked into joining a fully immersive VR role-playing game. The game, Kiwame Quest, is promoted as more than reality, with mind-blowing graphics, impressive NPC behavior, and even the scent of foliage and the sensation of wind blowing against your skin. Unfortunately, the game is already a virtual ghost town after being flooded with player complaints that the game is too realistic for its own good. Its quests are nearly impossible to clear since players have to be physically fit to compete as they would in real life. Players feel actual pain when they get hit, and puncture wounds take days to heal. The only reward is a mere sense of accomplishment. It is the complete opposite of a casual pick-up play game. But Hiro vows to beat this more realistic and most stressful game. Just hearing his name kind of reminded me of Hiro from Darling in the Franxx and Yuki from, what was it? Oh, Future Diary. Hiro was cool, Yuki sucked. I hope this guy isn't like a mix of shitty and cool. Maybe he's just really cool. The art looks super dope, the red-haired girl looks pretty awesome. Yeah, this show's gonna be pretty awesome, in my opinion. And I think we have another isekai, so back-to-back isekais, either way. I don't know, they're kind of overdone in my opinion. Even though I just kind of said, like, they weren't. They could still be good, whatever, isekai. The saint's magic power is omnipotent. Sai, a 20-year-old office worker, is whisked away to a whole new world. Unfortunately for Sai, the ritual that summoned her, meant to produce a saint who would banish the dark magic, brought two people over instead of one. And everyone prefers the second girl over Sai. But this is just fine by Sai, who leaves the royal palace to set up a shop making potions and cosmetics with her newfound magic. Business is booming, and this might not be such a bad life after all, as long as her supposed sainthood doesn't come back to haunt her. I don't really know what to like pick up out of this show. I feel like it could be good, or it could be just meh. The art looks pretty good. I guess I'm excited for it. I mean, I don't know, how could you not be? New season of anime is always exciting. Dragon Goes House Hunting. This one looks pretty wholesome. It reminds me of Dragon Maid in a way. probably just because there's a dragon. When a dragon fails to live up to the fearsome standards set for him, his family kicks him out. He embarks on a quest to find a new home, but soon finds that life on the road is no place for a cowardly beast of legend. In a fantasy world full of elves, dwarves, and other mythical creatures, where everyone wants a piece of him, literally, the frustrations of house hunting reach a whole new level. So I guess our protagonist is this dragon. He looks pretty wholesome in the show. He looks like he's having a good time. Shadow's house. The only reason I put this on my show was before I even read the description, before anything about it. I saw the art. It reminded me of Is the Order of Rabbit, which is, like, in my opinion, the most wholesome showy that exists ever. I will take that to the grave right now. If you want to find something you think is more wholesome and send it, please do. But Is the Order of Rabbit is like top tier wholesome for me. And this looks just like that. Faceless shadow nobles living in a vast mansion attended by living dolls who spend much of their time cleaning up the soot endlessly emitted by their mysterious masters. Follow the story of Emiliko, a young and cheerful living doll, as she learns her duties serving as the attendant for Kate Shadow-sama. I want to see if they did, what else did they do? Oh, they've done a lot of really good shows. Darling in the Franxx. The ending sucked, but the other way, get over it. They did Bunny Girl Senpai. Horimiya. Wonder Egg Priority. I thought they might have done Is the Order of Rabbit too. Actually, I kind of want to see who did that. White Fox did it, actually. I had no idea. But it looks wholesome and it looks like Is the Order of Rabbit. Alright, so when I saw this on the list, I was super hyped. I had to go tell Alex about it right away, and Jonathan, because we kind of grew up with Godzilla. For my PlayStation, I had a bunch of Godzilla games. I had all the movies. My barber would get me some. I know it's weird, my barber got them for me. But I loved Godzilla growing up. Before I even knew like what anime was, I was a huge fan of Godzilla. It was like my favorite thing ever. So seeing that this show, or just a Godzilla show in general, is coming to the season, I was super pumped. I don't know if I have like high expectations for it. Either way, it's Godzilla and I can probably get behind it and just like it just because it's Godzilla. This series features an original story which depicts the young geniuses Mai Kamino, a female researcher, and Yun Arikawa, a male engineer, as they take on an unprecedented threat with their companions. When danger comes up from the depths, only young geniuses Mai, Yun, and their team can face the threat in Godzilla's singular point. I don't know if Godzilla is the antagonist here. Typically, he's kind of not. He's like both. I mean, you don't like want him to show up, but he shows up to fight the other monsters, so I guess he might be a protagonist, but he ends up like destroying the whole city in the process. I don't know. It seems like he's kind of the protagonist in this. From the trailer, it looks like there's a jet jaguar looking guy. Super Cub, basically just laid back camp of scooters is what it looks like. Second year high school student Koguma doesn't lead a very interesting life. She has no parents and no friends nor hobbies to keep her daily life busy. One day she acquires a second-hand Honda Super Cub motorcycle and rides it to school. As time goes by, not only does Kaguma have a new adventurous life, but she also forges precious friendships thanks to her precious little motorcycle. It just seems like a motorcycle club with scooters in Japan for high school girls, which sounds pretty dope. A mild, laid-back camp for scooters. This one I got some shit from for the boys for putting on my list, but I don't care because this looks pretty fun. That's Pretty Boy Detective Club. Mayumi Dojima, a second-year student at the exclusive Yabiwa Academy Middle School, has lost something. A star she glimpsed just once, 10 long years ago. But help is on the way in the form of the unofficial, secretive, and thoroughly mysterious Pretty Boy Detective Club. Rumored to solve problems within the school, most of which they themselves might as well created. For reasons aesthetic rather than financial, these 5 gorgeous boys sweep Mayumi in their world of excitement, danger, and overwhelming beauty. In a way, it reminded me of ID Invaded, although I don't think it's anything like ID Invaded. That's just the connection my mind made for some reason. Alright, we've come to the end, the last show on the list, and that is Let's Make a Mug 2. What I picked up out of this, just in the art, is that this is just Diary of Our Day, The Breakwater Part 2, featuring mugs, which is awesome because when Diary of Our Days, The Breakwater was airing, I adored that show so much. I know I made everyone else watch it. I got someone who doesn't even really like anime to watch it, just because it was about fishing. Jonathan loved that show. It was just a fantastic time, and I would love for it to get a second season, but I know that that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Maybe this will live up to the Diary of Our Days, The Breakwater excitement that I felt. The city of Tajimi, located in the southern part of Gifu Prefecture, Japan, is famous for Mino earthenware. The city is dotted with historical pottery producers and ceramic art museums. It has facilities where you can try your hand at making pottery and many restaurants that serve food on Minoware dishes. The story begins when a high school girl moves to a shopping street in Tajimi. Many encounters await her: friends, townfolk, ceramic art, etc. What will she discover in a town famous for ceramic? I'm assuming she's just going to make pottery, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be wholesome. The show actually airs a little bit earlier than the others. This is 11 days away. It'll be starting soon, so if you do want to watch this, keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching. That has been my 2021 spring anime review, what I'm going to be watching. If there are shows that you think I forgot or that you are really excited about, please let me know. I'm more than willing to add more things to my list, and I'd like to see what everyone else is watching as well. So comment down below what you're watching, or shoot us an email. And make sure to watch the podcast. I'm sure we'll be talking about this stuff on there a couple weeks into it to give our opinions on what's going on with the shows. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we will catch you in the next couple videos.